You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted best of Pahrump for 4 years. Give them a call, 775-727-9900. News 25 is also brought to you by Gunny's Air Conditioning and Heating. New, service, and repair. Call Gunny's, 775-727-6800.
Hello and welcome to this edition of News 25. I'm Unat Gentry. Thanks for joining us on Ace Country Radio, and we're also streaming at KPVM.TV. We're also on your Roku devices. It is Tuesday, December 9th. In our top story, Nye County Justice of the Peace, Michelle Fiore, is asking the Nevada Supreme Court to expedite her suspension appeal. She's preparing to run for re-election. News 25's Chris Palermo has more.
Michelle Fiore is preparing to run for re-election as a Justice of the Peace and wants the Nevada Supreme Court to speed up the review of her appeal of her suspensions. Fiore's attorney filed a motion for expedited relief last week and is arguing that her campaign could face imminent irreparable harm if these requests are not granted. The Nevada Commission on Judicial Discipline suspended Fiore without pay in light of her conviction on federal fraud charges. Fiore was found guilty in a jury trial in 2024 on 6 counts of wire fraud and on a count of conspiracy to commit wire fraud. Charges against her were alleged that she solicited donations based upon the premise that money would go towards statues of 2 fallen Las Vegas police officers. This when she served as a city councilwoman. Prosecutors allege she used the money on personal expenses, including plastic surgery, and spent the money on her daughter's wedding. Michelle Fiore received a pardon from President Trump earlier this spring and has denied the charges. Reporting for News 25, I'm Chris Palermo.
Detectives seeking your help identifying a male and female in connection with a shooting in Las Vegas.
On November 8, 2025, at approximately 12:18 a.m., LVMPD Communications received a report of an illegal street takeover in the 5000 block of Patrick Lane. When officers arrived, they were approached by a female who reported that a male had been shot. Officers located the victim suffering from an apparent gunshot wound and provided medical aid until emergency personnel arrived. He was transported to a local hospital where he was pronounced deceased several days later. The LVMPD Homicide Section is requesting the public's assistance in identifying 2 individuals who were present during the shooting. The first individual is described as a black male adult wearing a black hoodie and dark pants, and the second individual is described as a white or Hispanic female wearing a gray hoodie and light-colored jeans. Anyone with information about this incident or who can identify the 2 individuals is urged to contact the LVMPD Homicide Section at 702-828-3521. To remain anonymous, contact Crime Stoppers at 702-385-5555.
And a Pahrump man is back behind bars after being arrested just 10 days ago. He has violated release agreements, according to officers. Haley Grabby has more in our daily arrest report.
A Pahrump man is back behind bars after violating his release conditions. Deputies say Marcelo Morales, who was arrested just 10 days ago, was granted release on his OR, but quickly broke that agreement. According to investigators, after leaving custody, Morales called and harassed the same clerk he had previously made unwanted advances towards. Officials say he has also continued to drain Nye County resources, repeatedly causing disturbances in the community. Morales was taken into custody again without incident. He is now awaiting a new hearing on violations.
And News 25 pays a wonderful visit to the seniors at Inspirations here in Pahrump. Nye County Sheriff Joe McGill and his officers also there having breakfast with the residents. And this is reportedly a regular, wonderful occurrence. The coffee and conversation was flowing as usual. Chris Palermo reports.
Good morning, this is Sheriff Joe McGill, and it's Tuesday morning. We are here at Inspirations in Pahrump. Several times we've come down here and had breakfast with the residents here at Inspirations. They invite us to come down. Sometimes we get a hold of them and ask to come down. It's just a good thing for us to get out into the community on a positive note rather than a call for service, things like that, and just sit around and talk with some folks. A lot of people here don't have anyone, and so we'd like to come down and sit and have breakfast with them, have a cup of coffee, hear about their lives and their days. And I tell you, some of these people have been around the world for a long, long time, and it's just nice to bring a smile to their face. So coming up on Christmas, this is something that we like to do, and we can't wait till the next time we get to come back. Thank you.
And the deadline is fast approaching for any qualified person or law firm interested in working as public defenders here in Pahrump in the regional court system.
The deadline is fast approaching for letters of interest, including qualifications for public defense services in Nye County. All applications must be received by 5 p.m. on December 19th, 2025. The materials will be presented to the Nye County Board of Commissioners on January 6, 2026. Attorneys and/or law firms interested in contracting for public defender services should express their interest. You will represent indigent defendants appearing to answer to criminal charges in the 5th Judicial District Court and the Beatty, Pahrump, and Tonopah Justice Courts, Nye County, Nevada. The intent is to be primary counsel for courts located in Beatty, Pahrump, and Tonopah. The contract will be for an amount up to $200,000 annually, depending on qualifications. All letters of interest with qualifications should be sent to Lorena Dellinger, Assistant County Manager, Nye County, P.O. Box 153, 101 Radar Road in Tonopah, Nevada, 89049. Email ldellinger@nyecounty.nv.gov. All applications must be received by 5 p.m. on December 19th, 2025. The materials will be presented to the Nye County Board of Commissioners on January 6, 2026.
Congratulations to Asia Wilson, 4-time MVP, 3-time WNBA Las Vegas Aces champ, and 1 special award up next.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Congratulations, Asia Wilson. Time magazine is naming her the Athlete of the Year for 2025. Mikey Ruhan has all that and more in sports.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at KPVM.TV and now on Roku devices. Las Vegas Aces star Asia Wilson has been named Time's 2025 Athlete of the Year. The magazine announced the honor Tuesday for the 4-time WNBA MVP and 3-time champion. The 2025 Time Person of the Year issue will be available on newsstands beginning Friday, December 19th. The Las Vegas ballpark is gearing up for the 2026 season with an exciting opportunity for vocalists across the region. The Las Vegas Aviators are inviting individuals and ensembles to audition to sing the national anthem during upcoming games. If you think you got the pipes, or if your shower walls have been politely applauding your high notes, this is your moment. Submit a a cappella version via YouTube link or audio file to anthem@aviatorslv.com. The submission deadline is noon on Friday, December 26th. 2025. Pahrump Valley High School flag football played their second game Monday night, falling 34-0 to Chaparral High School. Next up, they take on Slam Academy. The Vegas Golden Knights are in action tonight in New York against the Islanders. That game is in progress. Here are the fifth go-around results from the 2025 National Finals Rodeo at the Thomas and Mack Center in Las Vegas on Monday, December 8th, bareback riding. And no, that's not a new Vegas ride on the Strip. Coming in at number 4, Cade Sunnier, 87.75 points. Number 3 was Wacy Shala, 88 points. Sam Peterson earned 88.75 points at second place. And coming in at number 1 was Rocker Steiner with 89 points. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
Thanks so much, Mikey, and congrats again to Asia and the three-time WNBA champs, the Las Vegas Aces. Turning back now to more local news, News 25 attends the grand opening of the Pahrump Cat Cafe, and they hope to be open within the next few weeks. All the cats there have lived there since they were itty kittens.
We started the Cat Cafe because we wanted our cats to be able to run around and play and be the true little lions that they are. And a lot of times when they're in kennels, we just don't see them thriving, and they end up having a lot of behavioral issues, and people will mistake them as feral when in reality they're just scared. So we don't have a lot of that going on here. Our goal is to get everybody out and about and running around in the Cat Cafe as soon as we know that they're healthy and that they're fixed. Instead of going the more traditional route with our cats living in the stainless steel kennels or even in the 3-tier condos, what we do is we bring our cats in for intake, and we will put them in either a 3-tier condo that is a wire kennel, or as you can maybe see in the middle here, we have a larger 3x3x4 kennel. And this is for them to, one, make sure that they're healthy, and then once they come in here, once they are healthy, they get acclimated in here where they aren't hiding in a corner for weeks at a time or anything. It's a little less overwhelming when they can't just run around and hide and do that. They get used to it for as long as they need. Everything depends on the cat. And then we'll let them out, and they will come out here and they'll mingle with the other cats. We are very lucky because the cats that we have in here have pretty much grown up here. So they're young kittens, they're so friendly, they love humans, they've been so kind to each other, and they're really showing the other cats, especially our adult cats, that it's okay to be kind and you can be social and outgoing and we'll cuddle with you, and they're just very adorable that way. So Pahrump Cat Cafe is located at 520 East Street. That is right behind Wells Fargo and just right around the corner from Walmart. And this is where our Cat Cafe is, but we also have dogs here. So we will hopefully be opening to the public within a month, maybe 2 from this date. We'll be advertising that like no other. But once we are open, we'll be open Thursday through Sunday from 12:30 to 6 p.m. And that is all for you guys to come in and hang out with the cats or visit our dogs. Our biggest ask from the community is that you guys come in and either use our Cat Cafe to come in and socialize with these cats, come in and volunteer to hang out with the dogs and the cats. Of course, we always need cleaners, but not everybody is able and willing to do that, which I totally understand. So we have a variety of other job positions that are available for volunteers. It ranges from just cuddling them to walking the dogs to taking dogs on foster field trips to playing with our less social cats to doing social media and admin work and that kind of thing. So please do come in and volunteer or at least visit with all of our animals. And of course, please choose us to be your next place to find your next family member. Our phone number is 725-231-5051, and you are more than welcome to text or call that with any questions, or if you would like to come and volunteer, or if you're interested in any of our babies. That is the easiest way to get a hold of us. If you're more of an email person, our email is rescue@pahrump.org. Pahrump is PAWRUMP, and that'll be .org after that. And then our website, which is where you can go to see all of our adoptable babies or make a donation or get rehoming resources or anything like that, is pahrump.org. And again, that's PAWRUMP.
Such cute kitties, and shout out to my cat, who I also adopted right here in Pahrump. News 25 will be right back.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500.
Welcome back to News 25. Well, in our local business highlight, Liquor and Tobacco Express here in Pahrump holds a moonshine tasting event. And patrons also had the chance to sample whiskey, bourbon, and some great barbecue.
KPVM stopped by Liquor and Tobacco Express on Friday, December 5th, as the shop cracked open fresh lineups of new bottles for a special tasting event. Visitors were invited to sample a variety of moonshines and liquors, giving the community a chance to explore new flavors and meet the team behind the counter. The event also featured a spread of barbecue dishes from Blazing Star Barbecue, adding a savory element to the experience. Shoppers were welcomed inside to enjoy tastings, good food, and a lively atmosphere as the store highlighted some of its latest offerings.
In more local news, keeping a comfortable home should not mean sacrificing your financial peace of mind. While utility costs are fluctuating, there are several reliable, easy changes that you can make to gain better control over your monthly energy consumption. That's why Valley Electric Association is sharing 4 practical tips focused on efficiency that can help you steadily and sustainably cut down those persistent energy bills.
This segment of News 25 is brought to you by Valley Electric and its family of companies focused on serving our members. We're better together.
Here are 4 ways to reduce your energy bill. Number 1, weatherization. Seal windows with caulk. Seal doors with weather stripping. Easy and effective. Number 2, lighting. Upgrade to long-lasting LED bulbs. Saves energy and replacement cost. Turn off lights when leaving a room. Number 3, appliances and electronics. Purchase energy-efficient appliances and electronics. Use smart power strips to eliminate energy waste. Number 4, washing clothes and dishes. Only wash full loads. Run appliances during the evenings when energy demand is lower. Reducing energy use saves you money and helps our environment. For more information, contact Valley Electric Association. You can give us a call at 775-727-5312 or find us on the web at vea.coop.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Time now to look through our Lerner and Rowe WeatherCam at these conditions on this beautiful December day. We are having near record high temperatures tipping up to the 70s. More in weather next.
Weather is sponsored by the Nevada Dairy Farmers and the Dairy Council of Nevada, sharing the love of all things dairy. Celebrate the best moments with milk. Milk the moment. And the weather is also brought to you by the Ponderosa Dairy, Nevada's largest dairy, fresh from our farm to your table.
Time now to take a look at our weather conditions here in Pahrump, in Las Vegas, and throughout the Silver State. Death Valley's high today, 75 degrees, then dropping down to the low 50s overnight. Las Vegas tops out at just below 70 degrees today, but then drops down to the upper 40s overnight. And Ragosa's high, 72. Beatty's high, 71. Goldfield tops out at 60, then drops down 30 degrees overnight. Tonopah tops out at 56. Carson City's high today, 65 degrees. and then drops down to the upper 20s overnight. Fallon and Fernley, the weather twins, top out at 62 today, then drop to the upper 20s, lower 30s overnight. Here in Pahrump, it is currently 60 degrees. Our high today was 68, with winds out of the east-southeast at 3 miles per hour. Humidity was relatively low at 35%. Sunrise was at 6:43 a.m. And overnight, we are going to dip down to 42 degrees here in Pahrump, with winds out of the east-northeast at 3 miles per hour. Humidity increases to 50%. Sunset was at 4:28 p.m. And looking ahead to our 7-day local forecast, we continue to flirt with record highs, topping out at 71 tomorrow with lows in the lower 40s. The temperatures creep up to 72 as we approach the weekend, but dip down to the low 70s Friday and Saturday with lows in the mid to low 40s overnight. Sunday, the clouds roll through and temperatures dip a bit into the upper 60s. That remains the same for the beginning of our work week. And Tuesday, we creep back into that balmy 70-degree temperature range with lows in the mid 40s. So it is an unusual weather roller coaster this December. Remember to stay hydrated though, no matter how cool or balmy it is out there. Well, that does it for this edition of News 25. I'm Unette Gentry, and from all of us here at KPVM and Ace Country Radio, thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you on the air next newscast. Good night.